D2C founders and SaaS owners, whatever you are doing, this one video will fix your underperforming ads and help you create or produce those ads which are targeted to get more ad spend on any kind of platform. So in fact, if you are new, this is my second part of this video. If you haven't watched, the first part is available. You can watch it anytime. So in the end of this video, I would just want to give you a universal ad sheet which you can follow step by step, and by just following it you can curate or create a winning ad for you. Like, I'm not telling that okay, this is the exact winning ad, you just go ahead and test it. You will need to do some exercise, work on it, and over time you'll get to know what exactly you need to do. But in this video, my job is to tell you what things really matter and what things really work. In the last video, we discussed that if your ads are not performing great on a scale, but they are performing decent on a lower ad spend, that is majorly the problem, because your ads are created for a narrow audience. Only a specific kind of audience will care about what you are sharing in the video. But if Facebook or any platform tries to show that ad to broader audience, they won't feel the same as that narrow audience felt. Maybe the broader audience will feel like it's a scam, or it's not working, or something. So our job is to create ads which are created for a broader audience. So you can say it in a way that even if I showed this ad to 50,000 people, 90% of the people will behave the same after watching this ad. So our goal is to create that one, and in the end of this video, I'll be handing over you a sheet that you can follow. Doesn't matter you run a D2C brand, high ticket brand, low ticket offer, high ticket offer, SaaS subscriptions, doesn't matter. So the first thing is, does this work for any product? Short answer is yes, but only if done it correctly. Now, if you will see a lot of emojis and all those kind of stuff over here, it doesn't mean that I have curated it from ChatGPT. It means is I have refined it a bit so that I can explain it correctly from ChatGPT. So this system is not for a hair loss system, a D2C only system, a low ticket system. This is human decision making system. Like, whatever I'm going to share you is based on what the human decision making is based on. I've studied countless of ads before creating this video, and right after that I have got to know that okay, this is the pattern which repeats, and I can name it as a human decision making system. And it works for 99 rupees product, 5,000 rupees D2C product, 50,000 plus coaching products, or even $4,000 plus high ticket services SaaS subscription. Doesn't matter what you are doing, because it is not based on product, it is based on human decision making system. So why does it work? Because it's all ads complete for the same thing: belief, attention, and emotional safety. Whatever winning ads do. So price only changes how long the explanation is. If you have a higher price, people need more explanation. Like, people need, okay, why your price is so high, or kind of thing. It is not based on the structure of the ad. So here is the universal ad logic, and this is the core. Every scalable ads, every single one, this does this. It follows angle 0, angle 1. Now what does it mean? Angle 0 means like you need to follow it step by step. First they do this, and then do this. So whenever you want to start your ad, start it from angle 0. Now what is angle 0? It what people already believe. And angle 2 is what actually closer to the truth. So for an example, if you understand this, you'll never be confused again. For an example, a fitness coaching. For fitness coaching, the angle 0 would be I need motivation. For an example, let's suppose if I want to lose my weight. Hey man, I really don't have the motivation. I really don't have the energy. I lack motivation to hit the gym. That is the belief that your targeted customer already believe. And you are using the another angle, like for an example, I need a system that survives bad days. So you are using both things within your hook, so that makes the viewer relatable, makes the viewer to observe, it makes the viewer to think about it. so that you are only attracting only targeted audience. Those who think you need motivation, this is not the actual problem. The actual problem is you need a system that survives the bad day. For example, SaaS. We need better tools. They have a belief that we need better tools, but the the actual truth is they need better processes. You are using both angle 1, which is their current belief, and angle 0, which is their current belief, and angle 1 is what actual truth is. For example, let's do it for a high ticket service. Angle 0 is we need more leads. We are not able to scale just because we don't have more leads, enough leads. This is what they are believing right now, and you are adding an add-on that we don't need more lead, we need better qualified leads. And this works everywhere. Now, line by line breakdown, very clear. I'll show you the exact structure independent from product. Like product doesn't matter. This is the structure based on decision making kind of things. So the line 1 must be observation angle. What this line does is stops the scroll without sailing. Rule, it should sound like a thought, not an ad. For an example, I've been noticing something lately. This could be the hook. For an example, let's suppose if you are doing it for high ticket services. If you are selling a high ticket service and you want to create an ad, you need to use these two things, angle 0 and angle 1. And by using it, you need to create a thought, or where is it? Yeah, or observation. How can you say this in a way that the customer will observe? So you are forcing them to observe or stay to the video so that we can open a loop, and human brain hates open loop, so that he can watch the whole video. So let's do this for them. I have been noticing something lately. And if I have to do this for them, we can do it in a way that I see most of the agency owners think they have a problem of enough leads, or they don't have enough leads for scaling. But the real problem is they don't need enough lead, but they need qualified leads. I see a lot of gym freaks think of they need motivation for hitting the gym daily. They need motivation to get in shape. I'm making them feeling relatable. Okay, you think the same. You think you need motivation, but that's not the real issue. You need a system that survives bad day. Yeah, I need motivation, and just because I'm not motivated, every day seems like a bad day. What if someone provided me a system that survives for bad day? I'm hooked, and I'll watch the video till the end. Not till the end, but till the next part. And we'll craft the next part in such a way that they'll watch another part, they'll watch another part, and they'll watch another part. Now, this is what we have completed. Now, the line by line breakdown. Why does this line does? Stop the scroll without sailing. Rule, it sounds like a thought, not an ad, and the same thing. And ask yourself, what pattern is my audience already seeing? If you are selling a high ticket hair care product, what your people are already seeing with their hairs. If you are selling, let's suppose my client was selling the strips, the strips which help you get better sleep, the strips which will help you get better focus. So what people who will need better sleep are already seeing? Maybe they are juggling from one side to another, but they are not getting sleep, and they're thinking that is just because of excessive use of smartphone or something. But the real problem is this: you do it that way. And what frustrates them, that feels normal now. Don't mention the product. Don't promise the results. You are just identifying who are your actual audience and letting them watch another part of your video. Second thing, you do normalization. What this line does is makes the viewer feel safe, because the goal is to make it for a broader audience, not for specific audience. If one guy is watching that video and feeling, oh, is it just happening with me, or is it happening with a lot of people? If it's happening with a lot of people, let me see. Template, and it's become more common than people realize. Ask yourself what makes them think, oh, it's not just for me, it's for countless people like me. So I'm not only one at risk, there are more people like this. So let me watch what they have. Now we question the old belief, that is angle zero. What the line does is introduce doubt gently. Most people think it's because of X, as we understood over here. Most people think weight loss is because of motivation. Most people think they are not able to scale because they don't have better tools. Most people think they don't, most agency owners or most company owners thinks they don't be able to scale just because they don't have qualified leads. But we tell them the belief in the next angle. So ask yourself, what do people currently blame? Diet, tools, price, skills, genetics. Never say you are wrong. Never blame your customer. Slightly, slowly, smoothly, gently insert the objection, insert the doubt. And then you move to the belief shift. This is the most important line in any ad. But a lot of time it's actually because of why. Ask yourself, what's the upstream cause? What's ignored but logical? And this is where mastery lives. In the fifth line, you do the mechanism. No product yet, right? What this line does is turns belief into logic. When X happen, you stop working properly. When you depend on sending thousands of cold emails, you frustrate. When you don't eat properly, or when you scroll the whole day, that's why you feel less energy. When you feel less energy, you feel less motivation. Like this way, you have every tool with you, but you don't have the exact processes, like how to work one by one. You don't have the workflow. That's why you don't lack better tools. You always have better tools on the fingertip, but you lack is better processes. So you inject the doubt, you question the belief in this way. Now, you knew, can I explain this to a 12-year-old? Ask yourself this question, that even if I'm going to explain this line to a 2 years old, will he understand? Is this physical? Is it logical? Like this way. No buzzword, no features, like how I'll do this. You are first connecting with them, you are injecting the doubt, you are making the doubt logical, and then you are moving to a consequence, that why it get worse and why you need to act right now. This line does is create urgency without fear. Over time, this leads to Z. You are just continuously, constantly injecting doubts, because if the viewer is watching this video till this one, he's probably your hyper targeted customers, and you are doing is injecting doubts and doubts and doubts and making them feel we are the only option that you can go with right now, very comfortably. And what this happens if nothing changes? Make it realistic, not dramatic. In the line 7, you tell them the solution. That's why some people use this. You are not still telling about your brand. Ask yourself, what type of solution fits this logic? And this prepares their brain to listen about, okay, now you tell me about the problem, you injected the doubts in my mind, you even told me about the solution, but how should I make it happen for me? And then when you introduce your brand, one option designed for this is your brand name, or the product which you are selling. Clam, no hype, no comparison yet. And why this brand makes sense? It's designed to support X consistently. You are just addressing the problem, that our product is supposed to solve the problem. We are not here for selling. And why does it fit in daily life? Why won't this cause regret? You just inject it again and again, and slowly, gently, you move to adding the proof. Understated. Many users report never told about guarantees, extreme timelines. You do a risk reversal, and there's a guarantee by which you can remove the fear, and that's the generic call to action. So learn more and decide if yourself. No urgency, no pressure, like a very generic call to action. And here is the brand qualification sheet. Before writing any ad, answer this and you'll get to create every ad which is like specifically targeted to go beyond hyperscale. So you literally can paste this to Notion. What pattern is my audience noticing? What do they currently blame? What the real upstream cause? Can I explain it simply? You just follow it step by step and you'll get your winning ad right like that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.